All right, hi everybody, this is Dimitris Katsis coming to you from ISE 2026 at booth 3M600. So what we're going to be going over today is a slight booth tour of our booth here. So we're going to start with a premium Pana X product line. So this is the 81X. There is also a touch version of this, as well as a 105 touch and non-touch. So what makes the X series unique is several things. It's the only monitor in its class that gives you 1,000 nits sustained for full screen, 2,300 nits for small areas. It has a sophisticated backlight with about 2,300 dim zones and also quantum dots, which makes you capable of doing DCI-P3 at 100%, Rec 2020 at about 85%. So it's extremely colorful and very bright. And last but not least, 5K 120. It's the only product in its class to do 5K 120. In addition, the I/O ports have been upgraded. So instead of TP 1.4, we have TP 2.0 to handle the 5K 120. The HDMI is, instead of 2.0, it's 2.1. So you can also do 5K on HDMI. And the USB-C port now allows you to not only be Thunderbolt, but also charge at 100 watts, reverse power charging. Moving on, we're going to talk about this product here. So this is the Zevus XP 1.2, which is primarily targeting towards command and control. This is a COB product that has 1,000 nits peak brightness, and it can also do DCI-P3 and Rec 2020 very, very well, as you can see. And it can be custom sized to any size that you need. And more to the point, this has the famous megapixel processing that allows you to do very, very clean graphics in addition to video. Moving on, we're going to talk about 105 series. So this is the Gen 2. So this is the first series that pretty much created the 21:9 market. This one is the non-touch model, and you can see it here in portrait in a digital signage type application. We make obviously a touch version of this, which you see right here in landscape, showing basically an MTR simulation. So these are what we call now our mid-value products, where they're 700 nits, still one of the brightest in the market. They have about 800 dim zones also. They can do DCI-P3, but they cannot handle as well the Rec 2020. And this can do only 5K 60. And the reverse power charging is only 65 watts, as opposed to the X series, right? Now, this obviously is the touch version of this. So this has the extra of having two HDMI 2.0s instead of only one on the non-touch model. And it also has a nice USB hub, so you can do some KVM embedded on the monitor. So you can have like multiple inputs using the same monitor, and then just put one keyboard dongle and be able to use the same keyboard and mouse for all the inputs. So it's a very nice corporate enterprise type monitor. And over here, we're just showing basically all the available pixel pitches for the Zevus XP. So you see 0.7, 0.9, 1.2, just to give people the idea of how much text they can have in a single cabinet, just to drive also the point through of what the viewing distance is supposed to be, right? So the 0.7, you can be as close as 7 feet, 9 feet, and 12 feet, so that you don't see the pixels, okay? Over here, we have our brand new Flare, that is the next generation of our processing. That's going to have basically upgraded graphics, and it can be ordered in a variety of configurations in terms of input-output cards. And it's going to carry on and be the next product that succeeds the Catalyst V. And over here we have kind of the big display for this show, which is the 0.9, 163 inch. So this is with, again, 1,000 nits. And it can do also the same DCI-P3 and Rec 85%. And we have also here with showing up the new trim kits that is perforated and allow it to breathe. As you can see here, this is some of the slimmest in the industry at only 28 millimeters or 1.1 millimeters. Sorry, 1.1 inches. Okay, and now we're going to move over here. So this is the 81T, so it's the second gen Pana. not the X. So this is showing obviously for wayfinding or any other touch application required in commercial spaces, malls, and what have you. But with this mount by Salamander, you can tilt it in any angle that you want. So it can be some kind of a welcome in a museum, or it can be exactly like this, like a wayfinding application. And at the time, it was the biggest metal capacitive display of its time. Now, the same metal mesh technology is the same that is used across the entire X product line. So it's pretty much the same experience that you have with your phone. So very immediate to the touch. And it offers like 20 touch points. All our displays that are touch offer 20 touch points. And last but not least, we have here the brand new Zevus all-in-one. So this is introduced for this show. So right here, this is the 136 inches, 1080p. And it can also be ordered also at the 163 inches, which is basically what the 0.9 is. And you can choose whether or not you want 4K or 1080p, and whether or not you want touch or no touch. The main difference, of course, is that everything is integrated here, all the electronics. So there is like speakers here. It runs on an Android, so you can bring up to 2 HDMI sources, show them side by side, or top to bottom, whatever configuration you want. You can even play like a file from the Android OS. So it has all the capabilities that you will need in an educational, higher education type of environment where you just want something to present to a lot of people. And the main point also about this is that we want to offer similar specs to our premium line. So most of these all-in-ones that a lot of people offer are usually max out at 600 nits. We made special point to add 2 power inlets, so you can drive a lot more light out. So all this can be ordered with up to 1000 nits, which is also very useful for a lot of very, very bright rooms. And as you can see, we use the same cabinet, also like 1.1 inches deep. So either obviously in a mobile car, which is included, or a wall mount of your third-party solution.